Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about planting our flag. Now, have you ever found yourself in a position you did not want to be in? Or did you ever have less money than you wanted? Or stayed in a bad relationship for too long? Maybe kept a job that did not fulfill you? Have you ever felt sad or depressed or overwhelmed? Basically, have you ever been in that position, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, that was not where you wanted to be? And of course you have. I mean, we all have, right? We're all human. So at some point, we all say, I'm here because, this excuse, or I have to stay because of this reason. And I feel like this because, whatever it is. Or we'll say things like, it is what it is, as if we don't have any influence or power over the situation. And we tend to get caught in the trap of repeating this thought process and the feelings that come with it. And unfortunately, we all get caught into this mentality of just accepting the things that we don't want and living a life that is less than we desire. But why? If we're so unhappy with our circumstances and how we feel each day, why do we accept them? Why do we repeat them? And why do we tolerate living in a mental and an emotional space that we're not happy or content in? And I'm here to say it does not have to be that way. Now, you might not be able to change the whole world out there, but you can certainly change your world from in here and extend it outward. Now, it's a lot simpler than you think, okay? Actually, it's exactly what you think. If you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're also right. You see, whatever we tell ourselves, we make true in our mind. So it's very important the story we tell ourselves and where we decide to plant our flag because that's what's becoming our reality. So if we constantly tell ourselves how bad it is, we're going to absolutely see things to justify this way of thinking, and our emotions are going to fall right in line. So we're going to find the reasons that support why it is so bad. We're going to feel the disappointment or anger and frustrations. We're going to feel that powerless feeling. However, with a simple shift, we can also tell ourselves how great life is, and we can have a completely different experience, even with the same circumstances. So, I'm not suggesting delusion, okay, but I'm talking about just a shift in the mindset and what I call planting our flag. You see, when I say planting our flag, I'm talking about staking claim to a position, okay? Marking our territory and claiming it as our own. Now, I'm not talking in the sense of property, for example, but in the sense of just claiming our position. So, for example, if I say things like, I'm always late, or I can't stand my job, or life sucks because this. These types of statements are a form of planting our flag. It's a way of reaffirming to ourselves how we are, how life is, and it's actually self creating an identity and an experience that we probably don't want. So, by saying I'm always late, or I can't stand my job, or life sucks, we're planting our flag in a non desirable position and affirming that as our identity and our new reality. And in turn, it's making it a lot harder to change for the better and make improvements. So when we tell ourselves, like, this is how I am, this is how it is, we fall victim into that type of mindset as if we have no control or power over it. We tell ourselves that negative story and then we build a case to support it. And then we make it true in our minds and then also in our actions. But at any time, we can change the story. Okay. We can plant our flag wherever we choose. So if I want to change the fact that I'm always late, I'm going to stop saying I'm always late. If my job is not fulfilling me, I'm not going to say I hate my job. If my uh, life isn't, I'm not enjoying it as I want to, I'm not going to say life sucks. So we all need to stop planting our flag where we don't want to be and actually start planting our flag where we want to be. So instead of saying, I'm always late, I can say, I used to be late. Now I'm going to start showing up early. And plant the flag there where you want to be, unless you like showing up late, of course. But instead of saying, I can't stand my job, I can say, you know what, this job has served its purpose, it's taught me a lot, but now it's time to move on. You see, so this shift in focus away from claiming the negative position, it actually opens the door to a positive change and an improved life experience. Instead of saying life sucks, I can say life is what I make it and I'm going to make it awesome. Okay. You see, we can plant our flag wherever we want to be. So why would we plant our flag where we don't want to be? When we change the story we tell ourselves and we plant our flag in a new position, our position will change. Our mindset will change. Our behaviors will change. How we feel will change. Our entire lives can change. So if you're going to plant your flag, just remember you can plant it where you don't want to be, or you can plant it where you want to be. Wherever you plant your flag, that's where you'll be. Thanks for tuning in.